What a great show that was. And if you enjoyed that clip, all you got to do is tap the link in the bottom and you can watch the entire show. 2 p.m. Eastern, Northern Illinois, going to visit Akron. The line opened up at 17, total at 132. Seeing anywhere from a 16.5 to a 15.5, and the line between 132 and 133. Plain and simply, guys, with this Akron team, they got some unfinished business with Northern Illinois. The bottom line is this team lost on a 3-point bucket. I believe it was by Darius Bean, and they were able to win this game by 2 points at home. So I definitely think that Akron is coming looking for some revenge, looking for some redemption. And listen, when we look at the Huskies, they're 1-11, 1-7 in league play. You know, they haven't won a game on the road this year. They're averaging under 60 points per game. They don't score 40% from the field. And listen, aside from the second half where they went 5 for 5 from the 3-point line against Akron, this is a team that regularly has been shooting under 30%. So I do think that that performance was an anomaly. And most importantly, you guys know I don't like teams that don't make at least 70% of their free throws. And this Northern Illinois team, they only make 60% and they only attempt about 10 a game. So not getting there, not really doing anything really special. The only person that's doing something special is Tyler Cochran. He's averaging 13.5 points a game. And then him and Trendon Hankerson and Darius Bean form a trio of double-digit scores. I think that defensively, and NIU definitely does a terrible job on scoring defense. They allow teams to score on average 45 points a game. And with turnovers, this is something that Northern Illinois doesn't really do a terrible job of. They do cause about 11 turnovers a game, and they do take the ball away from you a couple times. So with Lauren Christian Jackson, it's going to be on him, who handles the ball, holds and runs the offense for pretty much the entire game without rest, to negate some of those advantages. When we look at Akron, obviously after leading for 27 minutes and then finding yourself down by 5 points, it is definitely kind of traumatic. And I do think that this Akron team has remembered this game. They knocked off 7 or 8 straight after this loss. And listen, they played bad defense off a timeout, and the defense freaking got exposed. I think that you're going to see a much better effort all around from this team. And this is a revenge situation, plain and simple. When you look at Enrique Freeman, this is a guy that was a walk-on. He's worked his way into the lineup, and now he's a very dominant, capable offensive rebounder and interior scorer. He's already averaging close to a double-double this year. He's doing a fantastic job of making the most of his opportunities, where he's shooting 75% from the field. If this guy goes off and you get him enough touches, you know what's going to happen. That number may slide a little, but he's still going to cash you tickets. I think when you look at this Akron game, it's a really simple formula. You limit second chance buckets, which is how you got beat in the first place. You take this game more seriously than you did because now you've lost and you're playing with revenge. And listen, 3-point defense. This is something that you don't regularly struggle with. And you allowed Northern Illinois, who's under 30% on the season and in conference, to go 5 for 5 in the second half. So if you could plug that hole, I definitely think that you're going to be able to get some revenge. There were lots of outliers from Northern Illinois, and that included 34 points from the bench. I don't think that you can expect that on a game-to-game basis, and I do expect it to more look like the Kent State game instead of a win. So if Akron can do a better job on the glass, and that starts with Enrique Freeman doing a better job on the glass, then this team is going to get out-rebounded 41-33. And in the end, they are going to show this development that they've put forward. This is a team that is more than Lauren Christian Jackson now. That's just the plain and simple truth. With Mike Wynn, the Wake Forest transfer, he can give you a couple three-point buckets. He's going to crash the glass and do a good job boxing out defensively. And he's going to give you maybe a turnover. He's maybe going to get you a steal. That's the kind of guy and the experience that needed some time to mold and find its way into the rotation. Then Moishe Daly with his three-point shot, his ability to give his teammates a good shot attempt in the second half in the last 5 minutes is critical. And he's a guard that crashes the offensive glass, which of course I like. And then the most important guy beside Lauren Christian Jackson is Brian Trimble. And Trimble's done a fantastic job. He's leading this team with three-point makes. He's made 54 three-pointers already this year. And I think that the combination of these three guys now having their roles solidified, producing and developing all at the same time together, it's midway through February. Akron, if they want to get into this MAC tournament, if they want to win some games and they want to freaking make a very unexpected road and path to the NCAA tournament, well, then you better get some revenge. You better cover this goddamn number. When I looked at this Akron number, I would have had them at 19.5 points as a favorite. So I think you know where I'm going. We're going to take Akron minus something on the spread, and I'm going to line shop for it right now. Right now, I see 15.5, 16, and 16.5. So obviously, I'm going to take the 15.5 at minus 110 available at Fox Bet. And let me just write that down. These are not lines that I'm betting because I have to use offshore books aside from Bet365. But for the show record purposes, we do use American U.S. legal books. All right. Also, when it comes to the total, this is a spot where I do think that I'm going to be doubling up on. I have seen Akron do very well in these games and be able to just get them over. And I think that at 132 at minus 110, available at Bet365, that's going to be the best number that I can get. So let me just see if there is a 131.5 at Circa. No, there is not. So I will take also over 132 at minus 110 at Bet365. All right, so we're on the board. We got two picks. We got the first game